Speaking to me now is Lee Eaton. Lee, you were part of the MTK setup. Can you just tell us your role and what your job is basically?
The role I play is a promotions and events manager for the MTK Global.
So what does that job entail from your point of view?
A lot, really. Basically, I started off running all the MTK London shows. Started getting bigger and bigger. MTK is growing all the time. The rate is growing, it's unreal. So there's a lot more going on now. I'm down as the promoter for all MTK Global shows except for Manchester, due to obviously my colleague Johnny Roy. He's part of Manchester. So so I do the promotions on all the events. I do all the matching, all the events, organising with Ian Ritchie and Martin Clifford. So yeah, it's a very busy job.
It seems as well, looking at your posts on social media, there seems to be so many MTK shows on at the moment. I mean, your phone must just be ringing constantly.
Yeah, it does go off a bit. We've got 6 in 6 weeks in England, Wales, Scotland and Glasgow, Belfast. And then we've got like 2 weekends off, I think it is, and then we go again for 5 weeks. So yeah, the schedule's big. We're looking at probably 28 to 30 events this year. So it's growing all the time, and I'm buzzing to be part of a big group like MTK, and they're a fantastic place to work for, and it's good. I'm enjoying it. I'm a boxing fan, and to be part of this is pretty good.
So how did MTK approach you about taking on this role?
Basically, to be honest, I approached them when I was at an event, a matchroom event. The MTK managers and that was there. I approached them, and then sort of just a few talks happened, and then about 7 or 8 months later it all fell into place. But I feel like I've worked hard over the last 2 years, and so I'm enjoying it. It's good.
Tell us some of the things that go wrong behind the scenes at these type of shows that perhaps the boxing fans and the viewers don't realise.
I'd be here all night if I could tell you, but I tell you the most stressful thing obviously is the matching. Obviously people like ticket sales, organising people's tickets and stuff like that. Fighters not doing what they say they're going to do. Then you got fighters pulling out on fight week. This week's probably been the most stressful week of my life. Yeah, it's been very stressful. Loads of pullouts. I only got Jay Harris matched at 9 o'clock last night, thanks to John Pegg and Brett Fido, who answered the last-minute call. They're getting very well compensated for it, but listen, it's a hard game. Sometimes it's not enjoyable, but it is what it is. You just get through it.
Sometimes boxing fans, and probably myself included, we've been a little bit critical of promoters, saying why can't boxer A be matched with boxer B and boxer C? I mean, what are the main stumbling blocks to prevent these fights from happening from a promoter's point of view at the level you're operating?
Do you know what? All fighters are fighters, yeah? Fighters are fighters. They will fight anybody. Their trainers are the ones that don't make these fights. The reason some of these fights don't make is their trainers and their teams. So, listen, and then there is a lot of fighters that, listen, every boxer's got arsehole, but some lack in that department that don't really want to test themselves. But listen, some of them like the O and the safety. Listen, all boxers deserve respect. Literally, to get in that ring is unreal to get in that ring, but some fighters, they want to progress. Some will fight absolutely anybody, so anybody you put in front of them they'll fight, but some of them are very, very hard work to deal with. But listen, it's a hard game, so some fighters do the right thing and take the easy steps and then gradually build themselves up, then some are just hard work to deal with. But listen, it's boxing at the end of the day.
From a promoter's point of view, is it a case of the carrot and the stick with some fighters? You've got to push some fighters and you've got to lead others.
Yeah, some of them are a bit older, so they need to be pushed faster. Some of them you gel with and they just trust you to deal with them. But yeah, listen, some fighters need to be pushed at a fast rate, and some obviously need to. Where you got young kids, I just say Rhys Edwards. He's not with us, but he's a prime example. He's only 18 years old, so he will need a lot of learning for it. He's an unreal talent, but he will need a lot of. Well, he's got a great manager in Mo Pryor who's bringing him along nicely. So things like that, some of them need to be nurtured and brought along slowly, and obviously some of them need to be rushed. So.
And of course, I believe, I think I'm correct in saying you've had a couple of fights yourself?
No. When I was a kid, I had a couple of gym shows, and I had one charity fight for the Amelia May Foundation. But listen, 1-0, undefeated, never fighted again. Poxy to be in that ring, Poxy to get punched in the head, and I will never fight again.
We're here in Cardiff tonight. You'll probably hear the music in the background. There's a couple of fights going on at the moment. A lot of the big promoters, Frank Warren, Eddie Hearn, they tend not to come to Wales very often. Is there a reason for that?
I love coming to Wales, even though I feel like I'm cursed, because obviously the last show we had Nicaraguans that got stopped by customs, the rope snapped, the ambulance had to go, then we had to wait 45 minutes before Liam Williams fought, then the gloves split. But this time we've had loads of problems with like opponents and that. It feels like I'm a bit cursed. But listen, it's sold out tonight. It's going to be rammed out there in a little while. It's already rammed already, but it's nice to see a town that don't get a lot of pro boxing. MTK are looking forward to coming to Cardiff and making it our home. So obviously we'll be here 4 times this year, and then hopefully gradually build it up next year, like we have with London.
And with that in mind, have you got another date set or a month set for the next Cardiff show so the fans can put it in their diary?
Yeah, we're looking at June, I think it's the 7th, we're looking at June. And then obviously we're looking at, I think it's October or November. So we've definitely got 3 dates penciled in this year. We may even go to Swansea later on in the year for Jay Harris. Obviously we just signed Jay, he's got a big, massive future, massive year this year. Obviously mandatory for the British title, mandatory for the European title, and he's IBF number 11. So he's got 3 routes he can go. So it's going to be an exciting future. We've got loads of up and coming prospects, and we're going to be looking to sign more. So it's exciting.
And of course, all of the MTK shows are shown live on the IFL YouTube platform. I mean, how important is that link up for you guys?
It's massive. You look at the subscribers that IFL have got, and it's a great platform for obviously all MTK fighters. You see, I've seen over social media some of the younger fighters are buzzing to be on the MTK show live on IFL. This is a great platform for them. It's free boxing, which is the main thing, isn't it? Free boxing is what everyone wants. Obviously, pay-per-view does have to happen, but listen, this is a lower level, and it's good to get the boys a bit of notice, and it's a nice thing to do. It's going really well. The numbers are hitting good numbers and stuff like that. So we want to build on the numbers every week and hopefully hitting big numbers.
Do you feel that yourself and MTK are on the sort of the cutting edge of using new technology to promote boxing within the UK and the rest of the world?
Yeah, I think we're one of the main, near enough the only one who does the live streaming. I know there's a few others, but we do. Every show is going to be streamed now, so it's good. YouTube and obviously online streaming is a big thing, and I think it'll grow into a massive thing within the next couple of years. So it's good to be ahead of the game, and it's going to be an exciting future for MTK fighters and obviously all non-MTK fighters, because we'll work with any promoters. If we can help other fighters get out and stuff like that, it makes a good show and we're happy.
And that's one thing about the MTK shows I've noticed. It's a refreshing change. It seems that you are willing to let other boxers from other promotion outfits work with you on these type of shows.
Yeah, listen, it's boxing at the end of the day. The boys are fighters, they want to fight, so there ain't no egos outside. So if anybody wants to work or wants to put boxing on that show, it's no problem. Richie Garner's got a couple of fighters on, Mo Pryor's got a couple of fighters on. Listen, we'll work with absolutely anybody. It's good to have other fighters on the show because it makes our shows look good as well. And I believe you're going to see a lot more of that over the next 12 to 18 months.
Okay, thank you, Lee, for giving me some of your valuable time, and good luck with the rest of the show tonight. I hope there's no stressful events taking place, and catch up with you on the next show, hopefully. Cheers, mate.